another video. I see what's going on. Make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button. Also, make sure y'all go check out Doug X out and Truthville USA. Definitely both amazing channels. Got the chance to check out Truthville USA, and since the last video, I actually checked out his channel. In the last video, it was like a few days ago. Definitely amazing points of what's going on. Definitely. But you already know. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If y'all haven't yet, see what's going on with Trump.
Welcome to Doug in Exile. I have my special guest. You guys love Truthville USA so much that he's joining us. We're going to talk about Jean Carroll news. Where are you at currently?
I'm in God's country. I'm in East Tennessee, man.
The headline over here at CNN just dropped a few minutes ago. Trump posts nearly $92 million bond in Jean Carroll defamation case. So he got the dough.
This is the biggest bank robbery, illegal bank robbery I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely. This is a money grab, and we all know it. And I think the whole world knows it. I don't know what these people are doing, man. They're turning this man into a martyr, which is the worst thing you could possibly do, because people, and I know people that didn't like Trump, but they hate what's happening to him because they realize if they can do it to him, they can do it to any of us.
Yeah, and I honestly feel like it's a lot of people out there that, not only then switched, because there's a lot of people that trust me. It's a lot of people that didn't like Trump at all, but found themselves liking Trump. And I think it was mainly of him going through a lot, just like you said, and seeing of what can happen. And I'm not going to, obviously, speak too much on that, but even, with people, still not liking them, but not liking, the opposing because, of what they're doing, and it's one thing about it. And like I keep saying when I watch these videos, and when I sit here and think, is that a lot of people are starting to wake up and starting to know what's real because of this happening. And they think that they're actually doing something, and they're not. They don't. I feel like they're only making matters worse.
That's exactly right, and they will do it to all of us at one point. Here's the article. Former President Donald Trump has posted a $91.63 million bond as he appeals the judgment against him in the Jean Carroll defamation case. The notice of Trump's bond and appeal was made with the federal court in New York on Friday. I'm going to call them a court because it's barely a court. It's the Democrat Party campaign headquarters is the New York court. So that was today, Friday. In January, a federal jury awarded Carroll $83 million in damages as a result of Trump's defamatory statements denying he R-ed her, saying she wasn't his type. Does that cost you $83 million now to say that a woman isn't your type?
If you are a Republican, if you are a conservative.
And accusing her of making up the allegation to boost sales of her book. She's literally said, the book wasn't selling.
This is extortion, Doug. This is extortion, and you can't, trust me, to say that someone wasn't your type, okay, bad enough. But to then, on the flip side, to say that someone defamed your character to the point to where it cost you $83 million, this woman would not have seen $83 million short of winning the lottery in her lifetime. So how do you then justify awarding someone that type of sum? I mean, it's absolutely. They awarded her more than what she asked for.
Well, they awarded her $5 million already for the sexual assault case that was the year before. Then for defamation, so you can get sexually assaulted and only get $5 million, but if you get defamed, it's $85 million.
So what they're telling us that is that words are more dangerous than actions. Yeah. Which is a scary place to be, because now we're dealing with thought police, right? And I'm with Clarence Thomas on this. take away my right to go someplace, like, for example, Jim Crow, right?
Yeah.
Limit my right to go someplace and to eat someplace or to sit where I want to sit is bad enough. But limiting my ability to speak freely is the ultimate form of slavery.
If it's trying to change your mind, it is truly trying to change your soul. It can actually oppress your body all at once, and it really can't touch your soul. And in this case, this one is going after who Trump is. This is political advocacy at the government level. And real quick, insurance company Chubb, 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 underwrote the bond for Trump, which the former president signed on Tuesday. Under the terms of the bond, Chubb will only secure the appeal of the $83 million judgment, not any future appeals. How much money do you think Jean Carroll's going to end up getting? So he's going to go for the appeal. What's your prediction on the appeal? Will they say it was too steep, you don't have to pay that? And if so, how much money does she get?
I believe she'll get zero. I believe that this will be thrown out based on the fact that Trump was not even allowed to give his own defense. It is a miscarriage of justice, if nothing else. I believe that this case, if ever a case should have been thrown out, this case should have been thrown out. And then her, and I know they can't take this into consideration, but you know how it is when the judge tells a jury, forget that. You can't not remember. You can't just forget something that you've heard. And the fact this woman had the nerve to go on to Rachel Maddow and say that, oh, I'm taking you on a shopping spree.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't sound like someone who was emotionally disturbed and emotionally hurt.
Exactly.
Judge Kaplan also poisoned the jury by saying that even though he was not convicted of the R word, it's the same thing. The kind of assault that she experienced in the dressing room was basically the same thing. A judge can't say that. And the statute of limitations, that they passed a special law to stop the statute of limitations for 1 year so they could go after Trump.
Reasonably speaking, they can turn any of us into criminals by simply making a law or changing a law. What the government is now doing is changing the law in order to make someone a criminal. And I believe that Trump has the right to save his name. But let me ask you, who do you think was damaged more through this miscarriage of justice and through being accused of the R word? Who is more damaged by this? The Trump name, which everyone throughout the country and outside of the country knows Trump. We didn't know who Jean Carroll was at all prior to this situation.
And that's being real. That's it. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Truthville USA.
And like I said, the world can see that this is. I mean, we can't speak against any other countries, any other third world countries, when we're doing these types of things to
the New York justice system did more to damage Trump's name than Trump did to damage Jean Carroll's reputation by giving his opinion that it was a fake case. So so we know there's no justice in New York, right? There is not a justice system in New York.
Yeah. And that's what frustrates me. They have real issues with real criminals in New York, and they're letting them go. But a former president is being dragged through the mud. His name, his family being dragged through the mud, and by him simply wanting to stand up and clear his name like any of us would do. Let's be honest. Any of us would do. And, oh, well, he said nasty words about this person. Well, if someone is trying to disparage my name in front of my grandchildren, in front of my children, trust me, I would have similar words, if not stronger words. And I believe that a jury that has not been poisoned by the judge would see that, you know what, this is not only wrong, this was a huge miscarriage of justice. And I believe that a reasonable jury will throw this thing out.
That's Truthville USA. Link in the description. Go on YouTube and give him a subscribe. Truthville USA. Look for his face. Q. This has been Doug in Exile. Thank you guys. Thanks for the Happy Patriots. We're still rooting for Trump. I will keep you updated.
We must win.
That's been 100, y'all. Y'all already know the outcome of this. Like I said, it's history. It's history. That man, he's going through a lot. I have not. It was one thing when it was just like one case. We was just, I remember just looking at one case, but then it was just one thing after another. And then as y'all see, like it's just one thing after another. A lot of the people that's after him, and the people that is trying to do this and do that. I'm telling y'all, it's stuff that gets turned around. It's stuff that comes out, about that person or about that group of people, and I'm telling y'all, it's all gonna be straight, having hope, and praise, that man, regardless, like I said, like it was people that didn't even, at all like Trump, but then they seeing so much that's going on with him that it's like, dang, this man going through this, and let me look into this. Let me see what's actually going on with this. And people starting to wake up and realize. Make sure to like, subscribe. Make sure to check out Doug S. out Trueville USA. Catch you on this one.